Hello BookTube, this is Breckie from Breckie Writes, and this is Breckie Reads. This is my February TBR. Now I am doing the TBR Jar Challenge, which I got from Katie-tastic. I will link her channel below. The TBR Jar Challenge means that I have a bunch of slips of paper that have reading challenges per month. These aren't individual books, but rather categories of books to try to get me reading more broadly throughout the year. My TBR Jar Challenge for February is to read a banned book. Now my parameters for reading a banned book means that it must be a book that appears on the American Library Association website list of banned books. This list is broad and covers all kinds of books. Banned books range from Harry Potter to Fahrenheit 451, from pretty much everything written by Toni Morrison and Judy Blume to Sherman Alexie's The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian. Any book that appears on this list is a book that's qualified. I'm excited to read something a little edgy in the month of February. For the rest of my TBR for February, I am definitely going to be reading all of the Grisha trilogy by Leigh Bardugo. I've actually already finished Shadow and Bone. I finished it yesterday, so this is on the pile technically, but I've already finished it. I'm about halfway through Siege and Storm. I am loving it. I plan on doing a full review of this trilogy when I finish. And my third book for my TBR is to finish the trilogy with Ruin and Rising. So these are my #1 priority to get through in February. The next book on my February TBR is Witches, Salem 1692 by Stacy Schiff. This is the Goodreads 2016 Challenge Read of the Month. So this is a Goodreads group that is reading through this book in the month of February. I'm behind. I only got this on Friday, and so I haven't started it yet because I've been reading the Grisha trilogy. Is anyone surprised? No, no one is surprised. This looks really good. Stacy Schiff has won a Pulitzer Prize for her biography of Cleopatra, so I'm excited to see what she does with Salem. It's supposed to be a really in-depth look at what happened in the witch trials, the context around when the witch trials took place. I've not read a bunch about the Salem witch trials. I've read The Crucible, so I know some of the story, but this will be a really great look. The next book that I plan to get to in February is Am Malala by Malala Youssef. I actually want to listen to this as an audiobook. I've owned this for about a year. It's been sitting on my shelf. I haven't picked it up even though I really want to read it, but I'm gonna get it from my library as an audiobook, so my hope is that if I have it to listen to, I'm more likely to at least start, if not finish this book. So I'm really looking forward to getting to this one this month. My next book on my TBR list is actually an audiobook, and that is The Road to Little Dribbling by Bill Bryson. This is his newest book that just came out last month. I actually have already started. I'm about 3 hours into the 14-hour audiobook. I've enjoyed it so far. It's kind of a longer audiobook, so my plan is to continue listening to it and finish it by the end of February. The next 3 books are all books that I want to read if I have time and have gotten through all the previous books. The first being Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. This just came in the mail for me. At some point I'll have to do a massive book outlet book haul, but this just came in the mail. I've heard nothing but great things about this. Pirates and time travel are like right up my alley, so I am looking forward to get to this one. If I finish everything else, this is on the TBR list. Also on the If I Finish Everything Else TBR list is The Daughter of Smoke and Bone. Now I actually read the first chapter and enjoyed it, but then the Grisha trilogy came in the mail and I just had to read it. I enjoyed the first chapter. It's not that I didn't enjoy this, but I just wanted the Grisha trilogy more. So if I finish everything else, Daughter of Smoke and Bone will be on the TBR list. And the final book on my TBR list, if I finish all of the other books, is Uprooted by Naomi Novik. I also just got this in the mail from Book Outlet, and I have been wanting to read this for a long time. My friend Caitlin might be getting this from a library, so we're thinking of doing a buddy read. We'll see how that ends up, but this is definitely high on my personal TBR anyway, and so if I get through all the other books on my TBR shelf, I will be picking up this one at the end of February. That's it from me. What is on your TBR list for February? And if you've read any of these books, please leave me your reviews in the comments below. And if you have any suggestions for banned books that are particularly good, I would love to know what your favorite banned books are. Please let me know in the comments. Bye!